All right, so this is a frame from the hive where we caught the swarm in our lucky spot or whatever. Didn't know if I had the queen in there. Went and picked them up this week whenever I went and got the, or took the bees to Sourwood. Went and picked them up, and as you can see, got some capped brood. So they're doing good. I've got one of these older style side-by-side hives that have the removable bottom. All the new ones that I built don't have the removable bottom just because I was being tight and didn't want to spend the money. So with my new ones, I just put a rabbet along the bottom and nailed a piece of plywood to the bottom, rabbeted in, and then the actual hive body is a little bit taller to make up for that. This is one of the older styles. I've got this other little hive here that they actually got smaller from winter to summer. I ended up killing off their queen, putting a queen cell in. She's mated, and so I'm going to transfer this little hive of bees, they're pretty small, into one side of this, and then our swarm from our lucky spot into the other side, and make up another one of these side-by-side hives. And because I really like these, and these side-by-sides are good for splits. Once I get a bunch of these built up, I can just start walking around pulling a frame of bees out of each of them and putting together more splits. So, and I've had some pretty good overwinter success with them. So these are small hives in big boxes. I'm gonna move small hives to small boxes and let them get really strong in here and either build them up or split them up. All right, let's see if we can find this queen. All right, so this is the queen from that swarm. Got a little black tip. She's doing pretty good. She's got all of this filled out with eggs. So she's got 5 frames of brood in here. I've got 3 over there, 1 here. There was a little medium frame. Right there was the medium frame that I taped to comb in. It's got brood in it. She's laid up. And I don't know about this frame down here. So not too bad for the amount of bees she's got. She's really stretching it out there. You can probably see some eggs in there. She has this frame completely laid up right here. And let's see about this side. Oh yeah, this side is completely eggs, full of eggs. So they're doing really, really good. Well, I've been forgetting to do a lot of videoing, but I saw this frame. I thought, man, these queens, I tell you, probably ought to just kill them all. That's a pretty good pattern right there. All right, so it's been a busy day. I took 12 splits up the road to one of my other yards, and when I took them up the road, I made a couple. I made 2 there, 2 there, 2 here, and 2 right there. You see the red tape where their entrances are taped up. So I took 12 there, brought 8 back, and now I've got 10 here, and then I've got a medium, the one with the tape on it, on top of it. That's a medium, so that's 10, so that's 12 more. So I took 12, brought 8 back, that's 20. Here's 12, that's 32. I also had a hive that needs a queen cell up that way, so that'll be 23. Right? Am I counting right? Hang on a second. So I took 12, brought 8 back, that's 20. And then these 12, yeah, that's 32, plus that one up there would make 33. Now when I get back up there, I have to make at least 4 more. So that'll put me at like 37. I had that big swarm that I caught, that I shook in the box, that was the really big swarm shake. It was here. I went in it today. I don't really know what happened. The only thing that I can think is that basically the bees in the swarm died before the brood could hatch and you could have that population turnover, I bet there was less than a softball cluster of bees in that box, and they probably had 6 or 8 frames of brood, capped, eggs, larvae, everything. I found the queen, and you know, she looks really good and healthy. So my cell starter that I had right here in the white nuke, I basically took half the bees and put in each side, and I stuck her over here in this side. I mean, she's a laying queen. They should accept her, but I'm probably just going to leave a queen cell in here anyway, just in case. So tomorrow I'll put a queen cell in there. So the little white nuke I brought back down this way because I had another swarm that they had almost filled out their 8-frame high body, but they just weren't doing very good. So I pulled a couple frames of brood out, made a split off of them, left them 2 frames of brood and the queen, and we'll just let them build back up. So just really busting up a whole bunch of hives, just stuff that didn't make honey, you know, the full-size production hives that didn't make honey, busting those up. Any swarms that I've caught that have not really built up, I mean, by this point they should have a high body full, and they should have a super full of bees. So if they're just at a high body and some of them not even got their high body filled out, screw it, we're gonna bust them up. So I can take that one hive and turn them into 2 or 3, sometimes 4, and put new good queens in there with my own queen cells. And well, you just saw one of the frames. I mean, that was a queen from last year, and she was in this box and just got a good pattern. I busted this one up. They didn't really produce a whole lot of honey, but I think one of the problems with this one was just going through the hive body. You know, they were really pollen and honey bound down there in the hive body. I made some splits off of it about 2 weeks ago, dropped a frame in, and that frame, one of the frames that I dropped in, was the one that you saw the pattern on. So it's, you know, you give the queen a good frame that's not full of pollen and honey, give her one that she can actually fill up with eggs, and she can do it, you know. So we'll see what all I get done the rest of the day. I've got all these queen castles lined up here. They've all got mated queens in them. I don't know if I'll have time today to switch them out in these side-by-side hives. If I do, good. If I don't, I'll do it some other time. But I've been going wide open. It's about 2 o'clock, and I've been wide open with these bees since about 8 or 8:30 this morning, so I'm starting to wear down. Got to go try to make the rest of these splits. They're calling for rain.